Today we are going to talk about eusociality. But first, what is eusociality? Eusociality is a behavior seen in the phylum Arthropoda and the subphylum Hexapoda. There are a few other phylums that are eusocial, but we will focus on the animals in the specific phylum and subphylum. What makes this behavior so unique is that it is the largest and highest level organization for animal social behavior. Animals in eusociality live in a colony composed of sterile workers who care for the young and protect the group. There is usually one actively reproductive female. So, what are the animals that express this behavior? All ant species, some bee species, and only some wasp species are eusocial. These are all Hymenopteras, which is a specific order under the subphylum Hexapoda. Then there are termites, which are Isopteras and express eusociality as well. But we will just focus on the first three animals in the order Hymenoptera in this video. Okay, now that we know the specific animals we'll be referring to, we can explain eusociality in more depth. Let's look at the makeup of the colonies of these animals, specifically looking at their genes. In eusociality, there is a sex-determining system called haploid-diploidy. In this system, males develop from unfertilized eggs and are haploid, and females develop from fertilized eggs and are diploid. Because of this, the females are more closely related to their sisters than to their offspring. But most of the females in a colony are workers and are sterile, so they can't have offspring, with the exception of a few who are fertile. These fertile females become queens and create their own colonies. If you're a little confused by haploid-diploidy, let's explain it a little bit more in depth. So, if you remember, males have an X and a Y chromosome and females have two X chromosomes. There's only one father in eusocial groups, so all the daughters will have his X chromosome and they'll have one of the two X chromosomes from the queen, or mother. There's usually only one queen, so all the female offspring receive half the genetic material from the same female. Mathematically then, there's a 100% chance that the daughters will receive half of their genes from the dad, 1 times 1/2, and a 50% chance that they will receive 1/2 of their genes from their mom, so 1/2 times 1/2, and you add those together and get 3/4. This means 3/4 of the genes are the same among the daughters, making them more identical to each other than to their offspring. Pretty cool, right? So, because of their genetic similarity, sisters are more likely to help each other and increase their fitness for survival. This is called altruism. But what is altruism? Well, altruism is acts that benefit other individuals at the cost of the actor's direct fitness. So why would an individual in a colony do that? Imagine that altruism is a gene. The only way a valuable gene, such as altruism, in an individual can increase in frequency is if it benefits other copies of the gene in other individuals. So, since sisters are more closely related, they're going to invest in their sisters more than their offspring. All the genes they share are going to have some value, making it important that their sisters survive. This sort of altruistic behavior then increases inclusive fitness for the animals that are eusocial. Inclusive fitness is made up of individual and indirect fitness. In individual fitness, successive survival is based on the number of offspring an individual has, and in indirect fitness, success depends also on the number of offspring the relatives have. So, by having this altruistic behavior, the colony increases their fitness for survival. In conclusion, and to summarize everything we have just learned, eusociality is behavior in certain animal colonies. This behavior is caused by the genetic makeup of the colony, which causes altruistic behavior for their relatives and, as such, increases the entire colony's fitness for survival. So, now that you have a better understanding of eusociality, the next time you see a colony of ants, watch their complex behavior and realize that it all comes down to genes.